Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Hey, everybody. What's everybody doing out there? We've been up to, everybody.
Dusting this microphone off. This is the fifth time we've used it this year. Fifth time it's August.
Knock the dust off that microphone.
It's got cobwebs.
Oh, yeah. Got a little dust in it.
Knock the dust off of it. Remember that stuff we used to knock the dust off of?
Mm-hmm. Shelves.
Yep.
That was it.
That's what I was going for. Fifth.
Yes,
It's only the fifth podcast of the year.
You know, it's going to be the fifth best one.
Let's look back.
Sure. It's going to be in the top 5 of the year.
No debating that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Argue with somebody else.
Hey, what have you done since we've been gone?
A lot, I guess. A lot. You know?
Yeah.
I would have to. Let's see what I've done since. Let's see.
I've only done one thing, so ask me before you get started.
No, what have you done?
I learned how to swim since you've been gone. I took swimming lessons since the last time I saw you.
You didn't ever swim?
I didn't know how to swim. I'm 37 years old, didn't know how to swim. My kids took swimming lessons with this girl, right? And I take Camden up there this, I don't know, it's like his second or third swimming lesson. I'm 37 years old, don't know how to swim, right? Camden's out there swimming. I realized that, hey, he's going to want to start swimming more. Eli is out there. Eli learned how to swim. He's out there learning how to swim. They're going to want to start doing this more. I can't do anything about it if they get out there in the water. I'm having like a little bit of anxiety about it, right? So the girl's got a hold of Eli's fingers, or Eli's got a hold of her fingers. She's like dragging him face first through the water. Just get water in his face, you know? I'm like, well, that's crazy. You know? I told her, I said, how about teaching a 37-year-old how to swim? She said, yeah. She said, I teach stroke lessons. She said, just to tune up, you know, she said, if you're a little out of practice, tune you up. I said, no, I don't know how to swim. I said, I can get my face in the water and everything, but I'll quietly drown out there behind you and not panic or anything, but I'll quietly drown out there in the deep end if I get out too deep.
Is there an adult that can lead you around by the fingers?
That's what I told her. I said, you're going to have to let me hold on to your fingers and you drag me face first through the water. That's how we're going to have to start. No shit. We dove for floaties in the first 2 or 3 classes to learn how to get underwater, to get down underwater.
Did you wear floaties, though?
I didn't.
I'd love it if you had something around your, like a float around your waist.
I'm not going to lie. She gave a floaty for my legs. She gave me a floaty for my legs to learn how to keep my legs up in there.
Oh, God.
But I learned how to swim. 6 weeks, she learned how to swim. She casually mentioned she had moved from like somewhere to Putnam County when she was like 5. And then she said, you know, in 2005, whenever we got here, I was like, did you just casually tell me you've never seen the 90s? She said, oh, yeah. She said, no, I was born in 2000. I was like,
well, she missed the greatest decade ever.
well, I told her, I said, that you know, y'all just out here doing stuff like teaching old 80s babies how to swim and stuff.
A 22-year-old taught a 37-year-old how to swim with floaties on your legs.
Did a pretty good job, too. You know, I ain't going to save you or nothing. Or I ain't going to save my wife, but I'll probably get Camden and Eli out of the water. You know,
as long as it's in 3 feet.
9 feet. I'm good in it.
Oh, 9 feet.
Yeah.
Well, you're 6 foot fucking 2.
I can tread water now. I didn't know how to tread water.
Yeah.
Well, this is crazy. 37 years old. Hey, you know what was weird? She told me, she said, so there was a baby, like literally 8-month-old. 8-month-old person before me. Then 37-year-old me, and then 8-year-old after me, right? So 8-year-old Eli is after me. His mom goes, first lesson, she goes, it's like, yep, teaching me. She goes, really? I said, yep, 37, didn't know how to swim. She goes, you know what's weird? She said, I don't know how to swim either. She said, I wish I knew how to swim. So that's why I'm bringing him, because she said, I could hold my nose and jump in and probably get back out of the water, but I couldn't do it. She said, so that's why we're bringing him. The girl that taught us how to swim, or taught me how to swim, said she's had several parents ask this go around about learning how to swim. I thought I thought I was alone. I thought I might be the only one.
Well, you're a trendsetter.
Oh yeah.
Trendsetter. How? In all honesty,
Yeah.
because you're being pretty like matter of fact about it right here.
Yeah.
How? But it had to be a little bit, not embarrassing.
Oh, it's the most embarrassing thing ever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But I know your sense of humor. You probably said it just like that to take off the awkwardness, right?
Oh, to her, yeah. I mean, you know, hey, 22-year-old girl, would you care to let me get in the swimming pool with you and you teach me how to swim, hold me up? You know, I'm an old fat guy. Like it doesn't scream of this guy's being a pervert. You know,
pervert.
Yeah, and
in public.
Yeah, out in public. Right?
It's been so long since I said that.
Yeah. And I thought, man, this is the most awkward, you know, embarrassing thing ever. You know,
hey girl, come
you
here.
can't teach me how to swim.
Come here, come here, and hold me in the water.
You know, and but then it's me also, so I didn't get it at first until it didn't occur to me at first how odd it was for me to have asked her to teach me how to swim.
Yeah,
you know, until I was literally like 3 weeks in, and I was telling somebody, and then they was like, yeah, you know, give me the old high five. I was like, the fuck we doing this for? You know?
yeah.
And he's like, well, you know, I was like, oh shit, no, I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
Well, most normal people's that's not a dirty pervert wouldn't. Your mind wouldn't go there.
I did mine. I don't know that. I don't know that person was a dirty pervert. You know, I was just. It just never occurred to me how awkward it could be. I could have put somebody in an awkward position. I just didn't know.
Well, that's her job. You know, it's not your fault.
Right. Also, it's called infant swim. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's really not.
So you did kind of put her. In
it's really not her job. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, God bless her. She did it. She did it. She never.
Did you get charged for it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
good.
I paid for it. You know. I can swim now too. I'd like to do a triathlon at some point in time. And let me tell you what I figured out. It ain't happening next month. You know, you can swim. Can you swim?
Yeah.
You swim?
They're pretty decent.
Hey, it ain't as easy as it looks. You people that get out there and just kind of like easily make laps. Oh, if you don't have that muscle memory, that's harder than it looks.
What if it was a 22-year-old man? Would you let him do it? Would you let a dude? Well, I mean, hell, you tussle with men in gis. So you do jiu-jitsu for a living.
She never touched me, and I have been like.
What do you mean she never touched you?
Like she never had to she didn't have to hold me up. She was like over there, and she was like over there and like do this. Your arms should do this, and then you do your feet like this.
Oh, okay.
So like we never had any physical contact. Like dudes, I wrap them up and hug them like get real intimate with them.
No, in my mind I had like this little girl just like holding you under your shoulder blades, maybe with one arm under your left shoulder blade, maybe one gently caressing your lower back,
right.
As she's treading water with a 230-pound man,
right.
Or whatever you are.
Right.
You're looking good.
Thank you very much.
And okay. And are you drinking a LaCroix? Is that LaCroix?
Yeah.
Silent X.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think the X is silent.
Yeah. What in sophisticated hell are you drinking a LaCroix for?
Because it's a sparkling water. You get tired of regular water. I do.
Yeah.
I just wanted something that's got some lime in it.
It's good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fantastic. You know, I was drinking a...
You look pretty good, too, by the way. I'm not going to lie to you. You look pretty good. I was going to be hard on you, but you're looking really good. I mean...
Better than last time you saw me, at least.
For sure.
I've lost some weight. Lucas didn't. I don't know if it's because once Bayless got out of school for summer, I got to actually go to the gym every morning. I've tried to stay consistent with it. And
that's really where it's at, right?
It's consistency. And I've been eating shout out to Iron Kitchen. No free shout out to my friends on the Bussin' with the Boy, the friends who don't know me who I am, so we're not really friends. Bussin' with the Boy says no free shout outs, but I did just give a free shout out to the Iron Kitchen in Cookeville. They're little portion meals. They're higher than a giraffe's ass with their prices, but it's that nice little portion that keeps me happy. So I've lost a little bit, but I didn't realize it until I showed you that before and after picture of the day. I was pretty disgusted. I can't believe my wife actually let me perform actions with that body, the way I looked in that picture.
You know,
that was disgusting.
Like I can show you some pictures, like my before and afters, in a little bit. You know, my wife, as sweet as she is, she told me the whole time, "Oh, you look fine. You look fine."
Yeah, that's a good wife, man.
Hey, here's the thing: there wasn't nothing fine about it. You know what I mean? She just being sweet.
She was. I just said, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Why didn't you make me go work out?
It's I still don't look like much, but I feel better than that before and after from July 21 to July 22, about down 20, I think about 20 something pounds, 25. I still ate a very delicious fried fish dinner from the Stalo Market on the way over here.
That was very good.
Very healthy, very quick option, drink a diet.
Fantastic, probably, right?
It was great. It was fine.
You know, I had to gain some back because
you got too skinny.
I got too skinny and I got too weak. Like I couldn't function. I would walk around for a little bit and then I'd just get shit out of breath. I would just get.
I want to make fun of myself before we get too far off.
So that's my before.
Yeah. Well, I ain't. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was making. Yeah, I've seen a body like that before.
Yeah, you know what that feels like, right?
Look at you. Damn. That's all. I can almost see an ab down there, can't I?
There's about 4 or 6 of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Look at you, kid. She's ready for it now, ain't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's ready for it.
Now that, at 10 or 15 I put back on, she goes, you don't look bad. But I can tell it's like, well, she can see it. She can see I put that little bit back on. It's just because, you could see my abs right there. The top ones for sure.
I can't believe she's allowing us to do a podcast right now. Don't want you in there.
Oh, yeah.
You hot commodity.
Well, she's going to church,
Well, she's praying for some salvation. Praying for some salvation. Praying for a little alone time with old Hickman tonight, I'd say.
All I'm saying is she's going to mess around and get it.
She's probably praying them kids go down easy tonight with the help of a little Benadryl and some melatonin. Oh, yeah, looking good, child.
Yeah.
Looking good, kid.
Not too bad.
So your LaCroix drinks. Yeah, I still, no, I just.
But it's hard that's hard for somebody that was as big as I am to get down there and stay, I knew I'd rebound back up, but I also didn't expect to get so weak down there.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got that far yet. I'm down somewhere, I don't know, maybe 25 pounds. So it's
fantastic.
Thank you, but it's still a long ways to go. I'm still pretty chunky, but I've been drinking these drinks at the gym when I leave. A lot of times I'll buy a couple of them. I had one time, and I was like, "Oh man, give me the cherry slush of that, right?" And I'll tell you the brand in a second. So I got the drink. I thought, "Oh man, this is great, cherry slush. This is a little slim can, drinking the hell out of it." So I've bought a bunch, and they're like, when they get to the gym, they got like 3 or 4 flavors at the gym. Then they said, I said, give me a couple of those cherry slush. And the girl's like, oh, you're going to make everybody mad. The regular, that's their favorite. There's only one left after you get the 2. I said, well, hell, let's don't piss anybody off. Let's just buy all 3.
Yeah.
So I stored them in my cooler there in my office at work. And one of our girls from the office come in there to bring me some paperwork. And I was about to leave for the day. And I had it. She goes, you're drinking an Alani New? Ooh, look at you. An Alani. And obviously she's making fun, and I just said, oh, is that some high-maintenance drink? Because it looks like a high-maintenance can. You're making fun of me you're saying I'm being high-maintenance. And she goes, I mean, yeah, I guess. I just didn't expect you to have been drinking an Alani New.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, okay. And then, so then I said, well, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Yeah.
So, but I was actually, then she left the office, and I was like, oh, shit, I can fill out this paperwork really quick and just take it back in there to the office and drop it off. And the other person she works with was like, you're drinking an Alani New? I said, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What's what's that mean? She goes, well, it's just kind of a, Alani, I just didn't expect to see you drinking Alani New.
Yeah, but what does it mean still?
And I said, she goes, it's kind of a girly drink. I said, well, it's cherry slush. I don't think it's girly. It's a girl that's like a big into fitness and stuff, and she's
Alani New is?
ALANINU.
Okay.
And you know me.
I know you.
I said, I don't give a shit if it's
Yeah.
girly or high maintenance or whatever. It just tastes good.
Yeah.
And I'm burnt out on Monsters. I'm just trying to drink something. If the gym sells it, it's got to be good.
Yeah. Well, probably not, steroids, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh.
Well, this kid at the gym, I was like, dude, I said, you could have smartened me up because he was one of the ones that first ones to sell it to me. I said,
Yeah.
you could have smartened me up. I didn't know this was a chick drink. He's like, no, I drink it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So the next time I come in there, I said, hey, give me a Monster. He's like, oh, you let them girls in your head. And I said, yeah.
Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact.
But I had 3 this week so far.
I don't know this person. Katie Hearn. That's the person who is doing the Alani.
To me, they're no dumber than Bangs. I don't know what strawberry banana.
Hey, you want a bang?
No. Strawberry banana.
Sourhead, rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, I mean, come
cherry
on.
lemonade.
Make fun of me for
Ghost
drinking.
Alani new.
No, strawberry banana. What's that? What I'm talking about?
I couldn't tell.
Cotton candy.
Yeah.
Well, that's gayer.
Rainbow unicorn. For sure.
Yeah.
There's literally a rainbow unicorn bang.
See.
No,
So my little
I never heard it. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known to make fun of you about it.
They have them at Sam's. So I looked it up. I was going to order it by the case until I found out it wasn't a thing.
It's a chick's drink.
Maybe it wasn't a thing for a man to do.
Oh well. Well, so what else you been doing besides drinking girl drinks?
I was looking at our back to our podcast conversation. So we recorded. You did your interview with Suzanne White on December 12th.
Yeah.
We didn't podcast again until March the 2nd, and that was captioned. Well, that took longer than expected.
Yeah.
And we talked about the stand-up live show that we did. DK went to a wrestling show instead of podcasting, and we learned about My Little Bronies, which is still
My Little Bronies. My Little Bronies.
Somebody at work brought that up today, and we looked that up again. So fast forward a month, and I did my interview with Scott Maddox from The Shed.
Yeah.
14 days later, we did the 200th episode.
Yeah.
And
7 months later, we did
1 month.
stream.
1 month later, we did the May 25th, right before Memorial Day. Did the live stream try, and it is June, July, August. So we're almost 3 months removed, 12 weeks from our last podcast.
I believe it.
Whew. And really, Lucas, let me just do a quick scroll. We said May 25th. I'm not going to give any details as far as just flat out boring. But since May 25th, let me look at my camera roll here.
Mm-hmm.
What was I doing on May 25th? I'm still on my camera roll here. Hold on. Amanda Buck, stupid question. She just texted me. But there's an actual gas station in Hermitage Springs. Girl, you better put some respect on Melvin Grace's name. Come on, everybody knows that. Matt Taylor could have told you that. Ricky Head could have told you that.
It ain't
Buck, your husband could have told you that.
It ain't just a gas station.
No.
It's also a sandwich shop.
It's
also
an Ace Hardware.
An Ace Hardware. You know what Camden told me this morning? One of the proudest moments of my life. I said, hey, do you want to stop and get a biscuit down here at the store? He said, no, let's go on down to Melvin.
Hell yeah.
I said, okay. He said, they got the bestest stuff ever, Dad. I said,
he ain't wrong. Camden,
I said, yeah, buddy. Bestest stuff ever.
One thing about Camden in his 6 years, I can tell you, he's never been wrong.
No.
She goes on the left, past the curve, going towards the Dollar General, right? Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Get you a bologna sandwich. Get you a bologna
sandwich, hot cheese, a little mayo. Oh, she's texting that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do voice text because I'm cheese, comma, a bag of chips, and a 12-ounce canned drink, and be surprised that it's under $3. What?
Hey, I don't know anymore that canned drinks have went up past 50 cents. They're like 75 cents down at Melvin's now. It's the craziest thing ever. I didn't know.
With the 75 cents?
Yeah. They've went up everywhere.
Melvin is loaded.
Facts. Was you going somewhere else with that?
No, I mean, I just he could be able to keep his canned drinks to 39 friggin' cents like he always has, 42 cents.
Yeah.
And that's what I think he could do. One time I asked Melvin for a sponsorship to the North Springs Music Festival, and I'm not being mean when I say this but I just thought it was that funny.
Yeah.
Because people give anywhere from $100 to $1,000. I said, Melvin, man, I'm doing this North Springs Music Festival down there on a farm, and here in a couple of months, I just didn't know if you want to do a donation. No, I don't do that. He said, I might give you a case of water or something. I said, man, we're stocked up on water, brother.
Yeah.
So, quick answer: since May 25th, since we recorded, I have met Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay.
We went and got a golden doodle puppy. We went on a side-by-side ride with Jace Fraley.
Right.
We have played in the creek, it looks like, with our kids.
Yeah.
We have celebrated my granny's 80th birthday.
Yeah.
We also went to Brandon Cooper's wedding. We went to Derek Rich's wedding in the same day. We went back to the creek bed to play a little creek stuff. Me and Bradley Cragged with our wives went to Fort Worth, Texas.
Really?
For a weekend trip. That was fun.
Where'd y'all go to the stockyards?
We went to the stockyards. We went to Billy Bob's. We went to the steakhouses. Then after that, we hosted Rye Davis with Mike DeMeza and Cherokee Upton at the Roaring River Moonshine Distillery.
That sounds like fun.
That was a good time. We went to Standing Stone swimming pool. That was a good time. I was heading to a Jason Eady and Chris Knight show in Nashville one night that I had tickets to, free tickets, and I ended up instead going to Motley Crue, Def Leppard, and Poison and Joan Jett. That was fun.
That was probably the most fun.
I had a friend with a free ticket, and I had a friend that went with me, and I said, hey, man, if you're not just 100% dedicated to Chris Knight and Jason Eady because you don't know either one of them are,
right.
I've got a free ticket. We can scalp an upper, split it, and then we'll just bounce around every seat we can find. That's what we did. We went to
that's cool.
Panama City for a week.
You've been really busy.
I went. That just gets me through the 1st of July.
Really?
I went to a cakewalk. Always fun. If you can always depend on Hermitage Springs for cakewalks. We went to McMinnville to the pool, to the whatever pool's there. I went to the roast of Ric Flair. I went to StarCast and met a bunch of wrestlers. I went to SummerSlam with my children. I went to Ric Flair's last match with my children. I met Kid Rock.
With your children?
By myself.
Okay.
With my children in the background. I've been to the lake. I have been on another side-by-side ride. I went to see Ward Davis at the Ryman last weekend.
Okay. With
Charles Wesley Godwin and Josh Malloy. And that's it. That's all I've done since I last saw you.
Well, that seems like a lot, though.
And I've worked a lot. I've stressed a lot. I've planned my music festival a lot. I've fornicated a few times here and there. And is that right? Do I use that word?
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, I don't have to tell you about it. But,
how'd you do?
I feel like I did all right. I got the good game pat, you know.
Did you get that?
Yeah, no, I did. Actually,
good job. Pat on the back, say good job.
And that's what I've done since May 25th.
Let me give you my May to now rundown.
What does your camera roll look like as opposed to mine since May 25th? I take a lot of pictures.
Okay.
I'm like the peanut of.
So here's May 25th, or May 30th actually, which is and that's it.
Oh,
that was it.
Well, you don't take a lot of pictures.
No, I don't. That's what I was going to say. So since May 25th. I have had, let's look here. We had a get-together where my nieces and nephews come over and we played in our 2 swimming pools that are still in the backyard. Okay? Give me just a second. Oh, Camden and Eli both had 2 rounds of swimming lessons, which we've already covered. Okay. I had 1 feed spill, there it looks like. Oh, I got my old Mustang running.
Oh, it does look fantastic. 95 model, correct?
95 model.
See, I am a good friend.
Got my Mustang back up and
It's
going.
looking sharp, legit. Looking sharp. Yeah.
Went to Dollywood.
Oh, see, there you did something.
We went to Dollywood in there. Read a couple of books and Found one that's kind of funny. Got chickens, apparently. Camden started kindergarten.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Huge.
On the
Yeah.
agenda.
Oh, he's so tired when he gets
Who's
home.
his teacher?
Miss Jennifer.
Jennifer, that works the Dairy Burger?
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Yeah. She's a good teacher, too. And we made Kara a stool. Me and the boys.
Sample.
No. Gotcha. And we've done some jiu-jitsu. That's about it. That's it.
That ain't bad, though.
That ain't bad for me, for us,
Sometimes I long for those days, Lucas, where I just don't go. Actually, I turned down 2 tickets tomorrow night. Somebody messed me, asked if I want Jamie Johnson and Blackberry Smoke tickets in Franklin tomorrow night. I actually said no.
You tell them, I don't want that smoke.
No, not that Blackberry Smoke. I
I don't
don't.
want that smoke.
I found an ad. So since we're looking back in May,
Yeah.
I've had this screenshot just in case we ever did podcast again.
Yeah.
It was over in Red Bull in Springs.
Uh-huh.
This was on LSN one day. I was looking for Waylon Truck since he's about to be 16. How about that? And I gotta love the honesty of this ad. You may know this in person once I read this. It's a 2000 model Chevy Silverado 4x4 extended cab for $1,500.
Yeah.
Okay, regular picture. The ad says, and I don't know if I've got the username. I guess not. So anyway, it says, so frame is rusted to hell and back. Literal 2x4s holding it together, but man, have they done a great job. I drove for 4 years before I knew it. Didn't kill me. Hit a deer with it. A buck at that. Bless his heart. I cried. Didn't kill me. Did him, unfortunately. Jumped a ditch and across a field in the snow. Didn't kill me. Passenger side back door is rusted too. Just a tad. No exhaust. It fell off. Took me a few runs up the bumpy hill to get it fully detached, but don't worry, I picked it up. What's left was tied back by a very kind neighbor who saw it creating sparks on the road, went behind me one day. Probably needs a new one. Okay. Oil stick rusted off, not to be outdone by the exhaust apparently, and haven't driven it since. Not a lick of oil in that thing, I'm afraid. 3 of the 4 door handles broke off. Can still open both fronts, though driver's side is the only handle that works. I always said no one could carjack me. AC doesn't work. Surprise, surprise. I was told it was a compressor. I don't know. Heat works great. Radio works. I turned it up to drown out the lack of exhaust and any funny noises. Didn't fare so well when the brakes went out. It's all good now, though. Motor and tranny still good as far as I can tell, but I clearly have no idea about mechanic stuff. It ran good last time I drove it and does have some chrome rims for what that's worth. Hopefully a lot. Prayers. Inside is cloth in not the worst shape, actually. Needs a good cleaning, but alas, I feel like this is the least of its problems. But before you shoot me a lowball offer, just know I'm a woman, but I ain't a stupid one. Despite the above, I see it as being more of a daredevil, avoid drama type myself. It's not free. I just figured it would get more use by someone else other than me, because I ain't driving it anywhere, nor should you. But you could get some good parts off of it.
I appreciate the honesty. Let me see the picture of the truck.
Hold on just a second.
Is the name of the person on there?
I wouldn't drive it until I had it welded or put on a new frame at the very least. I couldn't handle someone getting hurt. The deer alone had me calling the sheriff to save it while I sat in the middle of the road petting and crying for half an hour at midnight. By the way, they said they'd never gotten that call before, oddly enough. Sounds awful, but I love this truck. I just can't fix the frame myself. If I could, I'd keep it. Yeah, and about the change in the cup holder, it's not included. I feel like I'm going to need that. Asking for $1,500 in a prayer, OBO, and the prayer is non-negotiable. You can't really tell much about the truck. I just screenshot the one picture. It was more or less just for the article. Yeah, I don't think I screenshot at the time. I probably would have looked it up back in May, but I didn't.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know, but man, appreciate the honesty. Like I said, of that lady, that's a sense of humor for you just never know what you're gonna get off them folks, eh?
Canadian, eh?
That's what I heard. We had just done the Jay Sneedy show right for that. Looks like Jay Sneedy. I did some Titan stuff. I doubt I talked about, and I doubt I'm going to today. So, what about this? Jay Sneedy is coming back to the festival. I hadn't given the rundown.
Jay Sneedy's going to the Grand Ole Opry.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something? Kara sent me that yesterday.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is cool.
So that adds a little excitement to
yeah.
So my lineup for the music festival this year: Jay Sneedy, Cole Chaney coming back in from December. Justin Wells, Addison Johnson, Sidney Adams out of Kentucky, Wes Shipp, Tony Logue, Jordan Foster, Mike DeMeza, and Jace Turley. Now, those names, a lot of those names aren't going to stand out. So, Jace Turley, 17 years old, out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's just all kinds of potential with that. Of course, DeMeza is always going to be part of the shows. Jordan Foster, I saw open for Cody Jinks when I went and saw him in Knoxville in February. Wanted to bring his whole band where everybody's doing acoustic. Wes Shipp was a heroin addict, homeless, not too long ago, and he was singing, I think, at a Walmart, they said. It went viral.
Singing at Walmart.
And he just blew up.
Yeah.
He was a homeless drug addict. I think he's almost 2 years sober now, and he's touring everywhere with people opening up shows. Tony Logue, actually, 42 years old. He's a little older than I thought, but I hadn't seen his name come along. He's got some really good songs and kind of put you in like a little Steve Earle, like early Chris Knight stuff. But yeah, he's been around longer than I realized. He's got a song called Earnhardt that people like from the Red Barn radio sessions. So he's part of that Red Barn
That's a
circuit.
really good looking. That's a good bunch of people come through there.
And Jace Turley just done that the other day, the 17-year-old. He may be 18 by now. I don't know. But Sydney, I've had her down for one show. It was kind of a low-key show, but she's very talented. She got a song called It Never Was that blows me away. Addison, of course, is back. And Justin's first time at the festival. First time Doug Martin met him. Doug Martin went to a show and saw, first off, Doug Martin screenshot me something about Jeremy Mackey going to the farmer's market a few months back and said, please, God, tell me you and Lucas are podcasting soon, because I have this picture of Mackey from his Facebook with all these vegetables saying living off the land. He goes to the farmer's market one time, and now he's a damn farmer. He said, come on, man.
Living off the land. That's funny.
Mackey.
Yeah.
And so he met him. He's like, hey, Justin. He said, a friend of mine put me on your music. His name's His name's Dusty Kenny. He goes, I hate that effing guy. He's like, yeah, get some in common, And
yeah.
Cole was at that show. Cole's mom done the poster I sent you the other day.
Yeah,
she done
fantastic.
An awesome job on that. Cole, this might be the last time I got to afford Cole Chaney. I just can't imagine, because last year, I don't like to talk about numbers or a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff when it comes to how these shows get booked. I got offered a guy named Charles Wesley Godwin last year when I was trying to get Ward Davis for the 2021 show. True Grit said, well, we got a guy named Charles Wesley Godwin we'd love for you to have. He's just a little over $1,000. And fast forward 12 months, and I'm asking old Shelby about CWG this year. He goes, yeah, Charles is actually $15,000 this year.
Yeah.
And I said, why is that? Oh, he's been on tour with Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
And the best meme on the internet right now is like, hey, what happened in the 9 months I've been in a coma? Well, Zach Bryan released 742 songs and 9 EPs in the last year.
Yeah.
That kid blew up.
Oh,
Blew up. And it's just whatever. I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, I'm all right with him, but.
Yeah, he's got some stuff that's interesting. But, he's got this song, Something in the Orange. Like, it plays on Spotify all the time.
I've seen 84 people on my Snapchat and Instagram. Apparently that's the only song they know. That's the one they screenshot and put on their stories.
Here's the thing. There's 4 versions of it. Which version are you listening to? There's literally 4 different versions of that song that on my Spotify, if I go to the country mix on Spotify, they'll put that song in there, what you think is 4 different times. However, it's the original, it's the Z&E version, and it's some other version, and it's the other version.
Good for him. I think he's getting a ton of flack online because a lot of his fans are these college kids, the fraternity boys and stuff.
He's I don't know. I don't know him from anything but Spotify, but he seems like that guy.
I don't think he's that guy. I don't think his fans are that guy.
I think he looks like his music is, the guy sitting in the quad picking the guitar singing. Yeah. That seems like his music. He seems good at it though.
Him and Cody Jinks opened for Luke Combs in front of 68,000 people.
Yeah.
I had friends that went to see Zach Bryan and Charles Wesley Godwin and Cole Chaney for a 10,000. That's a lot for 3 independent country acts.
Yeah.
That just shows you the times have changed. You don't have to be on Mercury and Sony and all these guys to produce good numbers. Cody Jinks
he's been dependent.
He's been, the biggest independent country artist. And, his fans were like, "Oh, Cody did 68,000." Well, let's don't be naive here. Luke Combs sold out that 68,000 seat arena.
Yeah,
but Cody Jinks he probably put a few thousand of them in there.
Yeah.
But the good thing is Luke Combs is not the worst.
No.
He's pretty good. So yeah, while these fans want to be hardcore, I hate everything mainstream country. Luke Combs being mainstream, but putting Cody Jinks and
Zach
Bryan on the bill, that just give them more eyeballs.
Oh yeah,
that just that does nothing but good for Cody Jinks' career. But
and man, Luke Combs can sing too.
I like him just fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
That I'm not the biggest fan of Morgan Wallen, but Morgan Wallen. There's a clip of Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs on YouTube, and Morgan Wallen playing guitar for Luke Combs while Luke Combs sings. It's the way I talk or something. I don't know. It's a Morgan Wallen song. Fantastic.
No, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good. But and Jason obviously coming back, and I'm excited about Jason. He when he played in May, it was the last night of this tour. He was tired. He was ready to go home, but he still give it. But this is really cool for him to be the headliner, then to come out and say, that's October 15th, November 18th. A month later, he makes his Opry debut. I don't know anybody that deserves it more that he's not.
Oh,
Jinx made his debut maybe 3 years ago. I'm just really proud for Jason Eady because goddamn, he deserves it. He deserves it.
You may be on the short list with being able to afford him too.
Yeah,
for the last, if he's gonna start, if he's hitting up the Grand Ole Opry,
if I never get to book Jason Eady again because I can't afford him, I'm okay with that because he deserves everything.
Yeah.
He deserves it. That man has been so criminally underrated and under the radar for so long. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Ward Davis or his fans. But like, I want to say that when he was in Gainesboro, a large majority of the people who knew Ward Davis was because they'd seen him through Cody Jinks. Whether it be on stage, whether it be on YouTube or whatever, Cody Jinks helped Ward Davis's career tremendously, just like he said when we interviewed him. But the fact is, like, I would get frustrated as a Jason Eady supporter that everybody was riding on Ward and they knew him primarily because of Jinks. I'm like, who's Jason Eady? I'm like, 2005, he started with Cody Jinks, basically. The story that Jason Eady himself told on this podcast, how they started at the White Elephant Saloon in Fort Worth on the stockyards, how Cody Jinks was bartending, Jason was singing, there's 3 people in the bar listening to him. I'm like, what have I got to do to sell some tickets to Jason Eady in Gainesboro? Do you want him to wear a Cody Jinks t-shirt? Do you want him to come down to 12 Degrees Tavern and walk around talking on the phone to Cody so y'all will believe he's the badass that y'all think Ward is too? And like I said, no disrespect to Ward. Right. I'm just saying everybody riding Ward hard. Jason Eady's that dude.
Right.
Jason Eady's been that dude. And he posted a really cool thing on his Instagram and Facebook this week that he was in Pittsburgh and that was his one day off and Jinx was playing a show that day. And he's like, well, that made my decision easy.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets up with Jinx. They spend the day together, go to a sandwich shop. Jinx gets bombarded by people, autographs and everything. Jinx brings him on stage. They do a Merle Haggard song. I just think, man, it's so weird because I was thinking about that when I was at the Ryman Saturday watching Ward and thinking last time I was seeing Ward here, he was opening for Jinx for the first time. And I got me thinking about Jinx, like, man, Eady and Jinx both deserve to be here more. If Jinx deserves a second show there, and Eady needs to be there. So the next morning we're coming back, and he posts that.
Yeah.
If they're in Pittsburgh, I'm like, I don't know. I just thought it was but I mean, good for Ward too.
Yeah.
Good for Ward to get that show at the Ryman because you get that first headlining Ryman show.
That's big.
That's big. And, not a lot of people know that I tried to get him at the festival this year also and negotiated back and forth. I can say this now that it's all over with, right?
Yeah.
So we bounced around a couple prices, me and his management. Finally, I said, what number do I have to get him? Solo acoustic, co-headliner. And I said, what number are you comfortable with where I'm not insulting you guys by offering it that I can afford and you're comfortable with?
Yeah.
We worked out a number.
Right.
They said the only problem with this is he's headlining the Ryman August 20th. So we would like for you not to announce it because of the radius clause. Fine with that.
Right.
I'll announce everybody on the lineup. Then I can announce a co-headline coming end of August.
Uh-huh.
And my plan was to take a video from the Ryman stage, or him on the Ryman stage. Maybe like, along with Jason, here's your Cole. Along with Cole, Justin, but Ward was going to be a substantial part of that,
Yeah.
Or Ward. And 6 days, like probably less than a week later, they messaged me back. It was like, actually, we've decided to route him
A different direction.
a different direction. He'll be in Minnesota that night. I'm watching that website, by God. If he ain't in Minnesota, I'm calling True Grit. So, that's just one story.
Yeah.
I was very adamant I didn't want the same lineup.
Yeah.
I want to do something different every year. This is very niche pro Kentucky.
Right.
If you can't tell, all those guys are
Right.
Kentucky, except for Jason and Addison and Mike. But I was like, man, Julie Roberts was such a hit.
Oh,
She
yeah.
did so good.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I being so damn hard headed? So I call her husband, and I just said, hey, what would you do? She's like, he's like, man, we loved it. We loved it
Yeah.
last year.
Here we come.
Let's do it. He's like, and I told him the date. Well, he heard in his mind.
The same date from last year.
Yeah. He called back. He's like, dude, you said 15th, didn't you? And I said, yeah. He goes, I heard 22nd. We're in Arkansas the 15th, just like we were last year. We were in Arkansas the same weekend before yours.
All right.
He said, can you put us down for 2023? I said,
Yeah.
let's talk.
Yeah.
Of
course.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be fine. I think we got a great lineup. And what's funny, what is great to me is Gary Hayes Country, who did that excellent review last year for me.
Uh-huh.
Hey, they're coming down. The Hippies and Cowboys podcast out of Kentucky is sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same problem I always have. Some people are going to sleep on it because they don't know it. But man, I saw the Hippies and Cowboys said, y'all, this lineup with fire emojis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's really cool of them to do. And I've sold tickets to Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky.
Nice.
So hopefully.
Maybe, some of our Chinese and German connections and Russians that
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah. Just because I promised sponsorship notifications on a podcast, and we are here once. TriStar Beverage, Cookeville, Tennessee. That's Budweiser, Lucas.
Ooh.
Wildwood Marina and Resort in Granville. They've bought the stage this year. Their banner will be Wildwood Marina and Resort Stage
Nice.
at North Springs. Miller Family Dentistry, Johnson's Auto Parts. Johnson's Auto Parts will be sponsoring Addison Johnson. Miller Family Dentistry will be sponsoring Justin Wells.
Uh-huh.
TriStar Beverage will more than likely be sponsoring Jason Eady. Brenda Keith sponsoring, that's Don Franklin Chevrolet, sponsoring Cole Cheney.
Uh-huh.
Kay's Corner in Gainesboro, sponsoring Sydney Adams. Realty Firm, Gainesboro. Duffer Excavation. Jimmy White, attorney at law. Tiffany Gibson, General Sessions Judge. Aminettes. Clint Connor. Jeff Hardy.
The wrestler.
No, not Jeff Hardy, the circuit court clerk in Gainesboro. Mudcat, in Gainesboro, Anthony Flatt. Whitleyville Station. Cook Farms, April Cook Hair, Sunkiss Salon, Tennessee Diesel Performance, Mission 931, Broadway Boutique, JB's Barbecue, Yankum Tackle, Keith Farms, that's Shane Keith and the family, Helen's Restaurant, Browning's Repair Service, Fox Florist, Anderson's Upper Cumberland Funeral Home, The Dairy Burger, Bray's Family Wellness in Red Bull Springs, The Holler at DHL, RBS Wine and Liquor, Chad's Place, formerly known as Patty's Place, Fast Track in Gainesboro, Stay Low at Gainesboro, Warden's Backhoe Service, H&H Hardware, Roaring River Distillery, others that's on the list that will need to be finalized soon, but are probably on board. Winona Thomas, Prime Perimeters, Dent Force, Clay County Farm Supply, Music City Toys and Collectibles, Country Cabin, Katrina's Closet, Smith Farms, that's McFarland, or whichever business you want to use by Mr. Smith out there, Shane. Doe Creek, Turkey Creek Cattle Company. These other ones are just kind of, I'm so far behind that there's still some I've not even reached out to that I think would sponsor me. I've just been so damn busy that I have. Making Collision also is one I haven't mentioned. So that's our buddy Brandon Gregory.
Brandon,
as you know, who's
saw his
working on
daddy
my truck.
yesterday.
He's working on my truck right now because I had a deer commit suicide on it right after a deer.
Don't you hate that?
Well, a deer committed suicide on Lindsay's vehicle,
Right.
and Brandon had it 4 or 5 weeks. And I said, "Hey, what's the ETA on Or not ETA, but what's the when are you gonna get my damn car done? He
Yeah.
said Tuesday, and I said, well, good, I'll bring you my truck. And deer just committed suicide on the side of it.
You know, back whenever I was working at Bonnell, a neighbor of mine driving from out here, I've probably told this 1,000 times on here. Anyway, he pulled on to the Carthage Road going down through there. Got about 500 yards up the Carthage Road. Deer just, mollywopped the side of his truck. He goes on about 2 miles, mad as a wet hen. Deer comes out the other side. Pole axes the other side.
Damn.
Hits him on both sides. Both sides of the truck just wiped out. That's a bad place for deer down there.
Did I go on a rant about this last time we podcast? Because I would have. Lindsay had already wrecked her vehicles.
I feel like I've heard this before.
We were driving a rental. Last time we podcast.
Yes.
So did I go off about Farm Bureau's insurance being piss poor about the $25 a day rental insurance?
No.
Because nobody's going to remember it. Hell, it was 3 months ago. I don't even know if I told it. If you heard it, sorry.
Well, I don't remember it, so.
I call them, and I said, hey, my wife wrecked. Here's the claim number, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what can you do before I need a rental?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a rental. And they said, well, you got $25 a day rental insurance. And I said, well, that don't seem like a lot, but what's my options?
Yeah.
They said, well, over here, and I had to get it in Lafayette because Cookville Enterprise was booked out. They didn't have nothing.
Who'd you go to over there? Larry?
Larry's.
Yeah.
Great, friendly people.
Yeah. Family of mine.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that matched up then.
Yeah.
And, because you're not.
I'm not a Tucker, but my mother was.
No, a friendly person.
Oh, no. No. Yeah.
That's
No.
gonna be silly.
Oh, no.
So I said, God dang, $25 a day. That don't sound like it's going to go very far. And they said, well, we've got a Ford Focus for $28 a day. We have a blah and blah for $30 a day. And we've got a Kia Optima for $37 a day. I said, well, damn. I said, Kia Optima is the nicest one of those cars. I said, but I don't want to pay. I said, you're basically saying I've got to pay
$3 at the very minimum.
And I said, so you're talking $12 a day to drive a Optima. I said, so I guess put me in the as a Ford Focus. I got to pay $3 a day to drive a Ford Focus. And I said, hold on a minute, let me Google that. I said, please tell me it's a hatchback.
Yeah.
They said, absolutely, it's a hatchback. I said, what the hell's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
I said, we're a family of 5 with a one child as large as me.
Right.
And you're going to put
Grown
a family
man.
of 5 in a Ford Focus hatchback, and I got to pay $3 a day for that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, are you interested?
And they said,
I said, well, yeah.
They said, yeah, plus tax, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, give it to me.
So Brandon took care of me a lot in that, but I still had to pay, like, after it's all said and done, when we went over the allotted time, I still had to pay a little bit on that, and I thought, well, dang. So fast forward to me getting a rental.
Yeah.
Enterprise. And I said, what you got for me?
Yeah.
But I am driving a badass 2021 Camry out there.
Oh,
that flies.
I didn't see. All those new cars fly.
I tell you what I don't like about them, because I tend to veer off all over the road.
Yeah. Does it tell you?
No, they don't tell you when you go over the yellow line. It jerks you.
Oh, yeah.
Which almost causes a wreck in itself, because you're not ready for it. It's a pretty.
Yeah, it'll correct. Like autocorrect. Yeah.
And I'm just like, I about corrected back the other way and caused another wreck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kara's car does that to you, too. Kara's car also tells me, like, it pops up a little sign of a cup of coffee, and it says, consider taking a break.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. It'll tell me all the time. Between here and Gainesboro, 3 times it'll tell me, consider taking a break.
Is it because you're going too slow?
Kara says that she thinks it's because I'm looking all over the place, because I don't look at the road. I'm looking what's over there.
I want to do that.
What's over there? What's this? What are they doing over there? I'm nosy. I want to see what they're doing over there. I don't care where I'm going. I want to see what they're doing over there. Why'd they put in all that fence? Why didn't they? That's not even where the road goes. I'm looking over there. I'm looking over here. Look at that house. I like the way they did that.
Yeah, you need to look at the road.
Yeah, I'm not going to. My car doesn't want me to do that. Let me tell you something else. 1995. Let me think. 2001. I'm 16 years old. I get this Mustang out here. I'm driving it. It's way too fast for a kid, right? Kid.
What'd I tell you?
It's did it kill me though?
As soon as I walked in, I said, Lucas gets his car, which looks phenomenal shape. He's done such a good job. Buffed out the driver's side.
Yeah.
Revs it up, and I was like, well, it's a pretty piss poor decision. Let a 16-year-old drive that.
Yeah,
back in,
that's terrible decision.
Hindsight.
Here's the thing. I told Kara, I said, this breaks my heart to say this, but that 1.3 liter turbocharged engine in her car, it wouldn't be as fun to drive. It wouldn't be as violent to drive. You wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't feel it.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't make your testicles lower.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that car Carras would outrun that car. It is so fast. Those new cars are so fast. There's
Yeah.
not been a Nissan Maxima or Altima built since 2010 that wouldn't outrun that car 2-1. That's the craziest thing ever. All those little, small engine Japanese cars will smoke that 1995 302 5.0 with 180 horsepower or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, they'll pass your ass with 3 car seats strapped down.
They don't even care.
Not even thinking about it.
I ain't even messing with no minivans. Those minivans will kill you every time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my dad's truck. My dad's green truck, 3.6 liter twin turbocharged truck with 300 and something horsepower V6. It's got 70 more horsepower from the factory than what this one did from the factory in a truck. It's just, I don't know. It ain't the same, you know.
The car's looking good.
No, it's looking good. Sounded good. Feels good to drive.
You're looking like you were when you were 16, and that car looking like you 16.
I told somebody, I said, I'm damn redneck royalty driving around in this 95 Mustang for 5.0.
I feel like if you ain't wearing a wife beater to the dollar store, you ain't
the only way I
you're
go.
not representing that car the right way.
That's the only way I go.
Yeah.
I'm going to grow that mullet out.
You're behind the times, you do that. That's
if that was an IROC Z, mullet already.
Yeah.
I think if it had been an IROC Z, it would have just come out. The mullet would have just happened. Yeah.
Marlboro Reds and a jean jacket.
Oh, twisted up in my shirt sleeve, you know.
I like it.
Shoot. Big glasses, aviators. And a 1980s, like pompadour in the front, you know, party in the front.
Do you think Hermit Springs is behind the times?
Yes, I told somebody it was the 90s before the 80s got here. That's just how we roll.
What do you mean? It was the 90s before the 80s got here?
Yeah, we're 10 years behind everything.
I got a friend that says they have the pipeline, the sunshine in over here.
No, we get plenty of sunshine. What we don't get are the up-to-date things.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get anything. What is this, 2022? 2032, people are going to be woke here. You know, that's when the woke is going to hit Clay County in 2032.
Oh, man. I just... I'd like to apologize. I don't want to apologize. I want to retract a statement. Thinking about some of the shit I see in here in Hermit Springs, we're always talking about the Melvin's crew and the people we see. I come on this podcast a long time ago and said there was nothing but good-looking people in Tompkinsville, Kentucky. Remember that? I said the girls.
I remember you having had said that.
I said the girls, the eights or something. I don't remember what I said. But Gary Jones at the funeral home, he's always talking about, I need to go up there to Tompkinsville, check out that Sonic. I said, well, it's everywhere. I say even the, what did I say? Even the eights or, I don't know what I said. Either way.
I'll tell you what I always said was, the best part about Tompkinsville are the pretty blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls that are everywhere and leaving it. That's the two best things about Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had a class. There was a class of girls a couple years younger than us. Beautiful. And they're still, I see them on Facebook, they're still beautiful. They have not aged. They've had 75 kids between them, and they still all beautiful girls. So that's my thought. I think of those girls, those couple years younger, that I just did hold in such high esteem. Picking my words here smartly, right. and because they still do.
Right.
That's what I think about when I think about Tompkinsville. I was in a fantasy football league just a couple weeks ago, and I don't know these guys. I got asked to play in a fantasy football league by Ryan Hammer, okay, Nick Grider, and Dustin Baskets, the three people I know. Well, the rest of them just a bunch of blanket text message numbers that I don't know. And finally, I hadn't said anything, and it was just like. And they said, we've got a draft board, which is just the board that has the players' names.
Yeah.
Finally, I said, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, thank God we got a draft board. I said, because none of you guys know how to fucking spell a name. I said, that's the problem I'm having you boys.
Yeah.
I said,
who are we talking to?
I said, I'm generally not the smartest guy in any group. I said, but we're from Tennessee where we have books and we read them. We had books.
Yeah.
What's going on in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Why are y'all so dumb? And I got there and I just started throwing flames like that in his text message. They went up there and had a great draft. Had a good time with those boys. Those boys really had most of them. I sent a guy I hadn't seen in years that I didn't know was in the league. And
that you'd rather not have seen.
No, little Michael Page. He's a good dude. 17 kids. 18 years later. I've not seen him in 17 years probably, but he. A kid a year. He said a kid a year, I think. But no, that's not actually where I was going with that story. I was with my brother-in-law, Brooks Comer. What was you going to say?
Nothing. It's not appropriate for this, but anyway, go ahead.
Brooks Comer is, of course, my sister-in-law, Mackenzie's husband.
Yeah.
We were out at the house one day. I said, "What are you doing? You guys are going to have to say it. He's going to say it.
No, go ahead.
No, you got to say it.
I can't. Oh, I'd have to cut it out, and I don't want to edit it. So just go ahead.
Shit. Well, that's not any good.
I'll tell you.
Hell with these people. Just say
I'll
it.
tell you later.
No, you're not, because you'll not remember it.
I will.
We never remember.
Here, hold on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to say it.
No, I get it. You got to be a premium member.
Yeah.
to earn that right to get what Lucas just said. Me and Brooks riding around one day, and I said, I don't know about you, and I'm tired of looking at our wives. Can we go ride around in this Jeep? Do you still like your wife that good? Like our mother-in-law's here. You still actually like when we're actually forced to be with our wives and our mother-in-law's here, we actually got the free right to leave. That's actually
Right.
a man's right that we can leave this house. Brooks.
We can go.
Are you still that whooped? I'm
Right.
saying it because I know Brooks will be listening to this
Right.
hopefully this week, but really, and so we went and rode around, and the wives, after they figured out we weren't going to come back, so we were sick of listening to them. That I joke, I kid, and they sent us to Pitcocks.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Pitcocks much? My word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They go to Melvin's they go to Melvin's, and the people at Pitcocks say, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's not I guess I'm not disparaging
disparaging maybe.
I'm not disparaging the good name of Tompkinsville women by saying Pitcocks is the nastiest group of skanks I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about everybody. I don't think they're sponsoring my event, so I can say this, right?
Uh-huh.
I would never say about any of the precious people of Gainesboro that's sponsoring my in the gas stations there. But by God, Pitcocks, that is ruffians. That's ruffians from the top to the bottom. Everybody come in there. It's like it was the first time they'd ever been in public.
Oh, and it's like that every time. It's that, you didn't just walk in there. You didn't just hit it.
Put in a gold mine of
you didn't just hit it the special time.
No.
It was like that.
No,
it's
no.
every time. It's like
and I'm
that.
talking rough.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking you got the Affliction t-shirt wearers.
All the time.
You got the pajama girl in pants that you hate in public.
Uh-huh.
You've got wife beater man. You've got the back of juice running down your chin that you don't feel it. You got the hat don't touch you. The hat's is sticking straight up in the air.
Off to the side.
I said, Brooks,
What are we doing?
that's the girl that's cooking our food. Oh, yeah, son. Yeah, she's rough. That pizza's good. Yeah, but she's the one cooking our food.
She's rough, but that pizza's good.
Do you see this nasty skank?
Yeah. You see what's cooking our food, don't you?
Now, I wouldn't throw out the word skank
Just anything.
for good damn reason.
Uh-huh.
This girl was rougher than a cob. Now, I'm talking, when I say bottom of the barrel trash bag skank, epitome. Look it up in Webster's. This girl
Is the picture that you're going to
making a pizza in the picture
Yeah.
with her bare hands, smoking a USA Gold barefooted
Yeah.
in Pitcocks.
Yeah. Blowing that
Hold
smoke.
the ashes.
Blow that smoke all in there. We call this smoked pizza.
Now listen, if you hear this in Pitcocks, if you are at Pitcocks and you hear this, do better. Don't get mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
Do better.
Do better. Now listen, the pizza was great.
Yeah.
Beer-
Better than expected, right?
Beer was hot. Mountain Dew was hot.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have beer. I just made that up. They don't even sell beer in Gamel. But anyway, that's why they all come to Tennessee. The pizza was fine. But my God, you're skanks. Everybody entered that store.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I started questioning myself. It's like when I tell you when I go to...
Hey, it's like that. Sometimes around here, it's like that. You start going, is this me?
Oh, this is why everybody left.
Yeah.
This is why people's living in Franklin now. Oh, okay. This is why everybody's living in Nashville.
You go, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And you go, well, fuck, I'm one of these people. Oh, my God, what have I done?
It's like that. It's almost the same as when I go to a wrestling events.
Yeah.
You're looking around and they're going, come on, get him, get him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I'm sitting beside him.
I bought the same ticket he did.
I was the other day, this guy come in, this place I was at, and he obviously hadn't had a bath in a while.
Yeah. I don't get
And
it.
dirty as he could be, gonna eat something, had something, and I thought, look at the way this son of a
Been chicken shit all day.
I've been in chicken shit. I literally smell like chicken shit. I got my pants tucked in my boots.
Hell yeah, you do.
I've got dust all over my face. I thought, I bet that guy's standing there going, look at this motherfucker. Look at this. He stinks. He comes out in public like this. He's bent over trying to get away from me right now. He's like leaning. I thought he was just humped forward. He's literally trying not to smell me right now.
Because let me tell you something. I've been around both.
Yeah.
He's sitting here got mud or diesel. And
Yeah.
He's been working on cars.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what stink is a lot worse than cars smelling.
Chicken shit. Oh, it's all day long. Grease is bad. Grease smells like this. You know what it don't smell like? Chicken shit.
So if you're listening to this and you're a chicken farmer, you're a skank. You're the problem.
You stink.
You're
Don't
the problem.
Go public. Yeah.
Public.
Yeah.
Oh
Stay out
my.
of public.
That is hilarious.
I was standing there literally looking at him going, oh, it's me. It's actually me. I'm worse than that. I'm worse than what he's got going on.
How can it get any
How could it get any?
Oh shit.
Oh, he could be
That's
me. He could be me is how it could get worse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, you belong right where you're
Oh,
at.
I deserve everything I get. I'm right where I need to be.
Yeah, no, that's that's what happens when you never want to leave a small town. You just become part of
Oh,
it.
I wanted to, and it just clawed me back in. I don't know what the hell happened.
You done any opiates this week?
No.
Well,
no.
there's that going for you.
I did have a friend that I used to work with that OD'd of opiates or OD'd of something on Sunday evening.
Is he still living?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, then, all right. I'll not make a joke about
Small
that.
towns.
Small town. That's
I hate it.
all right.
That's what happens in small towns.
Well,
Yeah.
cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded.
Well, what about it? Anything else?
I don't know anything else. I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you came. Hey, I want to applaud you too. You said 6:30 and 6:27. You were here.
Well, if there's one thing you can always count on is my punctuality.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
If we know anything about this,
I was standing in there making a sandwich at 6:27. I'm gonna back up and say sandwich. I was standing in there making a sandwich at 6:27. And
which one is it? Hold on. Which one?
Yeah,
is
I didn't make a sandwich. I made a sandwich.
it? Well,
Yeah.
Herman Springs.
Yep. And Camden's been learning to say words.
Uh-huh.
And he says them how he hears them. And it occurs to me that he's learning from me.
So you can't say sandwich?
He said somebody told him that the word "the" could be pronounced "the" or "the." I said, well, no, it can't. It's only pronounced "the" if you're from here. The word is "the."
The only reason. Okay, I say the too.
Yeah, I do too. I said you say "the" because I say "the," and that's wrong. It's "the." The word is "the."
The only reason. I wonder if I say both of them though. Because
Probably do.
The only reason depends on who you talk to.
It probably depends on whether I'm trying to make a point or not. If I'm just like grazing over it, I probably just say "the." But if I'm going, that is the.
That's the only reason. How did I say it that time?
I said "the."
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. I think I do say both.
Probably do. I probably do say both, but I noticed whenever I was trying to show him, I held up the word for flashcards. What is this word?
The.
He goes, I said, no, it's "the." He said, well, I was told you could say it either way. I said, well, they're wrong because the word is "the."
Well,
yeah.
I do say I do. I know it for a fact I say it both ways. My friend Sydney at work used to say, because I'd give her a hard time, I was like, why are you two different people? She
Right.
said, what do you mean? I said, because when me and you talking, you're cooler than a fan smell. It's going to be like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
She's like, you do it too.
Yeah.
She's like, when you talk to people, you talk differently.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't. So, like, I do. I think I do, though. So, like,
I know I do.
So I'm talking to distinguished people at work. I'm like, hey, man. And they're like, hey, I'm great, man. Great.
Yeah,
Family's doing
very well.
great.
Very well.
Yep. Yeah.
How you doing? I'm very well. How are you?
No, I ain't well or nothing.
Yeah, I'll well it.
I hate it. I hate you people.
Yeah.
I hate you well.
How you doing? I'm doing very well. How
You
are you doing?
sophisticated bastards.
And then
I'm doing
as soon
all-
as they're gone, how you doing? Shit. It'd be hard for me to tell you, and you believe me.
Doing all right.
Yeah, I'm doing so damn good. It'd be hard for me to tell you.
Ain't no sense complaining. Ain't nobody gonna listen no way.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
living the dream.
Another
day in paradise.
I tell you, I'd tell you, but you think I was bragging to you.
Yeah. I know one the other day because when I'm around Kentucky people, son, I just act like I ain't got a GED.
Yeah.
It
just, that guy, and I just grunt and whistle. That guy. Yeah.
Hey, when we come up there, let's go up there to the bar.
We're going to do good there.
Let's go to chess place, go 12 pack, come on the house and just mess around. I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to we're going to ride the ferry. What we're going to do? We're going to take a silverware to a town, hell, let's go up there and get 12 pack. Do bad. Just be stupid, hell. You doing anything today for your dinner? That's what I'm going to do up there. Hell, we just going to ride the side side and shit. Hell, I don't know what the fuck we going to do, hell, fuck. Really. No, really, we do bad. Hell, we're going to get up there and get bad. Then immediately when I cross into Tennessee, I'm like,
who was that guy?
why did I just do that?
Yeah.
Why do I have to talk? No, I'm just kidding. I love my Kentucky friends, all two of them.
Yeah,
And,
both of you are fantastic.
I didn't mean to talk about Brad Cracker that way. I really didn't.
What's so funny is the whole time you were sitting there thinking, I was like, he sounded like Brad.
No, seriously.
Well, I'm telling you.
They asked me to do
Nick Ryder.
Oh, who did?
Who did?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Me and Nick, we're tight now. Again.
Yeah.
That's like Brooks, though. Brooks is like the great value version of Nick Ryder.
You know who else
Nick,
is?
say that.
Is
You're only
Sunshine.
You're only dudes.
Sunshine, dudes.
Hey, seriously, I ain't. Hey, you ain't gonna believe this, man. Like, I was sliding for like my whole life, like 17 years or whatever, like 18, 19. And dude, I moved to Cookville because we used to party boys, like me and my brother Doug, Key Daddy, Dude Thompson, like everybody, like we smoke, like blaze up, whatever. Like we have a good time, drink beer, play cornhole, cook out, go call out Joe, whatever, like Ravens, the library, whatever it's called in. Dude, I'm free Springer now, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I moved in here and like I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like sit the house like bored, dude. Dude, I'm serious. No, that was Nick.
Yeah.
So, I love Sunshine. I ain't talked to him forever, but dude, like,
Hey, I got to thinking about some
dude,
people
like,
that I
I'm
used to know
Springer.
years ago. Like Sunshine, it's been years since we
I
met.
love him. I don't ever see him. I miss him.
Some boys that I used to hang out with that y'all didn't. I was thinking about them the other day. There's a bunch that I worked with when I was mechanicing, and I was thinking about them the other day. And well, I probably should tell that, but well, never mind. None of them stories are appropriate. never mind.
It's okay. You can tell it.
I probably shouldn't though, because it's on them, and now they're locals.
Oh,
Some of them are locals now.
well, people shouldn't do things they don't want told 20 years later.
yeah. You can't go past all that stuff.
You got to be the same person you've always been. Right?
Well, what else you got? What are you gonna plug? Tell them.
No, I don't want to plug anything. I do want y'all to go to NorthSpringsMusicFestival.com. Zach Lee did my website. It's great. He did a hell of a job. I was not going to spend the money because last year I spent money on a radio ad.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I got my money's worth.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm getting my money's worth from this website, but I think he did a phenomenal job, and it's easier for people to just go to that website and order tickets.
Yeah. What's the website?
NorthSpringsMusicFestival.com.
That's plain enough, really.
Man can remember that.
Yeah. Because you know what the thing's called? North Springs Music Festival.
Yeah, which is already a creative enough title, right?
Yeah.
And tickets are $40. That's general admission. $55 is VIP, which means you bring your own chair.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Like your pop up on the events, like on Google.
That's cool.
Google events.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me say that. Let me say that phone. If you Google
North Springs Music Festival.
North Springs Music Festival, we are right above the American-made Music Festival, Jamie Daly's festival. Then right above Gene Watson, the Jackson County Airport, also, which is part of the American-made Music Festival. They've got big investors, and they can bring those big names. You like blue collar, and you like grassroots, and you like just local business sticking together. Come to Jamie Daly and them is going to have a great event down there.
Well, good.
We're going to have Americana country music, and we're going to do our own thing, and I hope you can support both.
Anything else?
I think it's a great event.
Oh yeah.
It's a great event. One day, I think it's a great event. You should do both if you can.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you can only afford one, come to mine.
Yeah.
If you can only afford one ticket, come to mine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Or not, but you're not kidding, really.
I what would you rather me to say? If you can only afford one ticket, go see them.
Go somewhere else. Nah.
I love Shenandoah. I love me some Shenandoah, and they're down there. I've never been a big Josh Turner fan, honestly.
No.
It's not my deal, but they're local boy. Jamie's a local guy, so he'll do. One of these days, I just hope I've got a bunch of investors that believe in me, and I can just belt out some good stuff.
Some big dough.
I would love to pay people big money to come play here. What Jackson County needs is somebody that's passionate about music that would love to.
Here's what they
need
is an entertainment board.
They need an entertainment director.
Yeah,
an entertainment board with a director that can tell people when and where to host their show. Oh, you're doing your show on a private farm.
Yeah, you need to move that.
Please move it away because it's too close to everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a hayfield we use.
Yeah.
That
hope nothing happens.
I just the one month I can actually use my hayfield for a show.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Anyway, hey, I'm glad you came.
That's it. You're cutting me off.
I'm cutting you off. I'm done.
Molly Crew was fantastic, though.
Good.
Did you see what about Tommy Lee just throwing his junk on Twitter the other day?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Google.
I don't want to see his junk.
No, it's not really his private life. By junk. Yeah, just Google Tommy Lee Twitter profile and look at all the junk he threw out there the other day. It's crazy. Like it went.
Will I be able to see it?
It went viral. If you can't see it, then yeah, just definitely type in Tommy Lee Twitter profile. Nothing.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I didn't see anything.
No, you did.
I mean, I don't know if I see the thing that you're talking about.
Okay, type in.
No, I mean I'm on his profile, but I mean.
No, don't go to his Twitter. You have to Google. Just go to news. Tommy Lee Twitter picture.
It was his junk.
I got you. Yeah, you look at it.
You fibbed to me.
Yeah. Gay. Why are you looking at man's junk?
Why are you doing it for? Quit looking at it.
Oh,
That's
man.
Funny. You got me good.
I got you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Proud of it.
You're proud of getting me or he's proud of it?
Both.
Yeah.
That's soft.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see the thing. Like on the news website, they actually cut it off before it got there. Before it got all the way down to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just be glad you can cut it off,
Right. Anything else? We're done. We're in that lollygagging stage. You're doing that dad thing to where like you're trying to leave and dad won't let you go.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to show you my Kid Rock picture.
Yeah.
We can talk about that off air.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm dad lollygagging, just trying to find something to talk about.
Yep.
We shouldn't do that.
No,
we should keep it hot.
Yep. Love you, everybody.
Make them want more for next,
Yep. For next month.
Yeah.
All right. See you. Love you, everybody. Bye.